the day of my autism reveal party, and you're all invited. There's a dress code, and it's yellow if you think I'm not autistic, and pink if you think I am.
Okay, what does everyone think?
I think you definitely, absolutely, 100% have autism. Oh shit! Oh my god! Autism!
Hey special family, welcome back to today's disturbing video. If you're new here, I'm Autism Mom, and on this channel we talk about autism and everything in between. Today's disturbing topic, autism reveal party. I don't know how to accept this. Autism reveal party, just like how you have baby shower reveal, there's an autism reveal. If you think I'm joking, watch this.
Alright, if it is orange or yellow, it means I have autism. What do we all think? Do we think yes, no?
I think I think Santa probably brought you.
You're the most stereotypical person I've ever met.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm going ahead and cut this. This is harder than you would think it was. Okay. Oh, that was not aligned. Okay, let's do it.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thank
Such
you.
a neurotypical way to slice it.
Thank you.
Get on eye level with the cake.
Oh my god, what is it? Drum roll, drum roll!
Thank you, very artistic. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I threw an autism reveal party to find out if I'm autistic. After my friends made me pay $2,000 for an official assessment, I hid the results inside a piñata without looking at them. Then I invited everyone over and told them to dress according to what they thought the results were. Wear blue if I'm on the spectrum, or pink if I'm just creepy. Hey Cole, what the fuck is this, man? Why blue?
Probably because all the puzzles. Because I've known you for 10 years. I think you're gonna beat the allegations.
I think it's definitely the puzzles.
It was time for the moment of truth. The piñata noises were a little bit too loud, so I got my headphones and started over. Plot twist, before I put the results inside, I had them turned into a 300-piece puzzle for the ultimate climactic reveal. I thought it'd be fun for everyone to do it as a group, but then decided I'd rather do it by myself in another room. After 30 minutes of assembling, gluing, and framing, the results were in.
Based on this evaluation, it was determined that Mr. Hirsch meets criteria for autism spectrum.
Luckily, my friends guessed correctly and came prepared with a cake. Even though I'm only a level 1 on the spectrum, it feels pretty awesome to be retarded.
People are now doing diagnosis reveal parties. If you haven't seen one, here's a few.
It's the day of my autism reveal party, and you're all invited. There's a dress code, and it's yellow if you think I'm not autistic, and pink if you think I am.
Okay, what does everyone think?
I think you definitely, absolutely, 100% have autism. Oh shit! Oh my god! Autism!
Oh my god. Duh. Guys, I'm struggling. Oh my god, touch the top of it.
Society's completely lost its way. The word autism comes from the Greek autos, meaning self. These individuals are completely selfish. They are making this disability 100% about them. And they're entitled to do so. But we as society are entitled to say it's just absolute bullshit. And we need to fight for those that are profoundly affected, which is probably a quarter of all autism diagnosis, are children like my son. We don't have an autism reveal party. We're not celebrating my son's lifelong disability. We love him. As a contrast to what you've just seen, here's a clip from my daughter's poem again, and this is exactly the sort of nonsense she's talking about. This is what our kids are growing up in.
It's not love to let him suffer, not love to stand still. It's love that makes us fight for a cure, a life, and a will. As his sister, I cried till my eyes ran dry. Tears I thought I should hide. Maybe I'm the bad guy. Just accept him, they chant on repeat. Instagram makes his pain look sweet. Autism is a disability. On TikTok, it's chic. But where's the space for those who can't speak? He's the happiest boy, just let him be. But he's not the one choking on grief, it's me. It feels like they want him frozen, some untouched art, but I want him living with a voice and a heart. I want him sneaking out, yelling at games, kissing lips, not trapped in routines and medicine scripts. To fall in love, to drive, to speak and be understood. If I could cure him, I swear to God I would. Not because I don't love him, but because I do.
We have a child that requires one-to-one care for the rest of his life. You have a party trick. These two groups of people should not be in the same diagnostic umbrella. It's time to see some change, y'all.
This is tone deaf. This, and this is my opinion. It doesn't have to be yours. This is my opinion. If I could change it, I would. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. You think it's fun for my son that he can't play with other kids? You think it's fun for my son that he can't do things normal people do?
Touch the top of it.
You think it's fun for my son to be walking around in diapers at 14? You think it's fun for me as a parent for my son to have a meltdown and pin me to the wall and choke me out? Or start choking me while I'm driving on the highway because he went into a meltdown?
I saw this AutismMom on TikTok saying how this life is really hard because like she doesn't know who she is anymore, and that's how I feel. I don't know who I am anymore, and like I'm not even allowed to like rest or relax or anything like at all. My daughter doesn't let me sit down. My daughter doesn't let me, if I sit down, she'll push me off the sofa, or if I lay down, she'll pull the covers off of my face, and so it is really hard to deal with it because you don't really get any rest and you don't get to recover, so you're always in survival mode, and it just feels like very rough all the time.
Do you think it's fun for people to be staring at you, giving you all these weird looks because you're stimming? Not that I care, but it's not fun. It's nothing to be celebrated. I am changing poop diapers on a 14-year-old. You want to celebrate that? I am being pinned, choked, pushed, bitten, pinched, you name it, because of a meltdown. If I was doing that to somebody, it would be called abuse. But because my son is doing to me, it's called autism, and he can't help it. So I have nobody to complain to. I just have to take it like a woman. You think I want to celebrate that? I think you need to stop and think about this before posting another video on this. There's nothing to celebrate, because all kids with autism or all people with autism are not the same. You have not encountered profound autism to even watch some more, because I need to calm down.
If you're not a crier, just go ahead and keep scrolling. Today I get the results of my son's autism evaluation. And let me tell y'all right now, it took everything in me to get up out my bed. Like, I really got to sit here for an hour and let you tell me about my child? Like, I dead ass can't even explain the feeling I'm feeling right now. I knew today was coming, and I thought I was preparing myself for the results that I was going to hear. I guess I wasn't prepared enough. As I'm walking up in this building today, I'm hoping to God that his doctors was maybe wrong. My baby just not ready yet. Maybe my baby just don't want to talk. He is only 3. Maybe my baby just don't want to play with other kids. Maybe my baby just antisocial. Maybe it's too early. Maybe I should just leave. all of these maybes I'm having in my head right now. But the closer I get to the door, the more my stomach starts to hurt. It felt like I had to shit, and I just know something ain't right. I told myself that I was gonna try not to cry today, but as soon as I touched that door, baby, my eyes got so fucking watery. I'm tired of people telling me that everything gonna be okay, cause it's easy for you to say, but ain't nobody else walking in the shoes I'm walking in every day, and I'm doing this shit all alone. Don't nobody got the thoughts I'm having. Ain't nobody in these appointments but me. Well, I guess we can let the tears begin now. It's 3 levels to autism, and I was praying to God that my baby wasn't a level 3. But I guess my prayer didn't go up fast enough. Like, just imagine a stranger telling you that something is wrong with your child. Somebody who not there with them every day, 7 days a week. How can you even fix your lips to say something like that? A 1-hour screening can determine his whole life. I don't know if I wanted to hug the man or if I wanted to punch his ass. But let him tell it. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I wouldn't, I wouldn't be concerned so much about what this diagnosis says, as much as I would be concerned about the types of supports that you're providing for ACN. Does that make sense?
Let him tell it I'm better than most moms because I caught it early. That still doesn't change how I feel as a mother. I don't think nobody get it. I feel so defeated. I feel like my son's childhood just got robbed. I keep trying to see the good in the situation, but I don't see nothing good at all. All I see is a failed parent. Like, why did God pick me? I'm not feeling like the strongest soldier no more. But I guess time shall pass.
Autism reveal parties. I'm gonna say it. Tone deaf. Yes, I know people are free to celebrate things the way that they want. It's not that the autism reveal parties are a problem. The problem is the pattern. You see, these videos go more viral, they rack up views, they get more support, more awareness, more advocacy than profound autism can get for research that it desperately needs. 6%. The problem is the pattern. And you see, the problem is not even the celebrations. It's what comes after. It's the performance, it's the cloud seeking, it's the self-centering. And then on top of that, the algorithm, it rewards aesthetics. Meanwhile, profound autism is buried under the curated joy. The problem is the pattern. You see, in the early 90s, profound autism was included in 92% of research. Then in the early 2000s, it dropped down to 32%. And now, 6%. This happened when Asperger's was folded, and the spotlight then shifted to those who could advocate for themselves and speak, completely drowning out profound autism. The decline started happening then. The problem is the pattern. And you see, social media turned autism into a brand. Autism is not a disability. Autism is not a tragedy. While thousands are left in pain, can't speak, and are fully dependent, unseen, and will need around-the-clock care for the rest of their lives. We platform identity and ignore suffering. The problem is a pattern. And you know what the worst part is? Somewhere along the lines, some autism parents, not all, okay, but they started fighting more for approval and acceptance from the neurodivergent community more than they have been fighting for the 6%. The heartbreaking truth about all this, though, is that some of those individuals in the neurodivergent community will never fight for the 6%. And many of them would probably not spend one day with a profoundly autistic child. Not because they're cruel, but because their advocacy stops where comfort ends. This is not to blame anybody or anything like that. These are simple heart truths, and just here trying to bring clarity. The problem is a pattern. The OG autism, marked by medical complexity and seen as a profound disability, was colonized. It was hijacked by those who can speak, publish, and brand themselves. And what began as a cry for medical, desperate help became a stage for self-identification, for image, for brand. Power shifted from seeking answers, desperate answers, to seeking influence. The problem is the pattern. And like, again, everyone can celebrate how they want, but let's not pretend that the confetti fixes the crisis. The 6% waiting for that research and that desperate plea for help can't clap, can't speak, can't join a party because of their diagnosis. These are humans that are waiting to be helped, to find some relief, waiting to be seen, to be heard. And if that truth offends you, if this real offends you, maybe it's supposed to. The problem is a pattern.
There's a trend on TikTok and social media
and I only seen it on TikTok, people having autism reveal parties. You know, they learning that they have autism. If it's pink, they have autism. If it's yellow, they're not, something like that. But it's a stab in the back for parents. It's very disgusting. It's selfish. When you learn your kid have autism, it's not a party. You know, hearing the news autism coming from a neurologist's mouth or psychiatrist's mouth, it's not something that's easy to hear. You know, you're not just going to say, let's get a cake, call Costco's, you know, and let's dress them up in costumes and stuff like that. No, it's not that way. And it's wrong for people to do something like that, you know, because autism is a journey. He rolling his eyes at me like, please be quiet, we waiting for the bus. Yeah, it's a different life. And it's not taking away, you know, the love that you have for your child. But when caregivers and parents and family hear the word autism, it changes them mentally, physically, all the leads, you know, and the lead genes and all that stuff. But no one's having a party. No party. I'm pretty, I know. 10 chips.
10 Parker.
You want 10 Parker? No one's having a party. This is a serious video because people are being selfish. It's a stab in the back to parents with children who are profoundly autistic. Profound autism. They don't want us to say that because autism is autism. Autism is not autism because if you're able to have a party and all your friends still chilling and y'all cutting cake and y'all in costume, you a different type of autistic person than my son Darius. He's sticking things in his nose. He don't know. He's like, maybe. Yes. We're not having a party. It's these people having a party that I'm talking about. So it's wrong. And you know what? And I wish my sister was here because I don't curse, and I need someone to say some curse words. You know, my sister passed away, and, you know, she was the one that cursed, and she had all the curses. Like, God, you know, she stood in the line double time. But, you know, I don't use bad words, but I do want to say middle fingers up. Y'all can kick rocks because that's being selfish. Y'all cutting the wound that's so deep, hurting people's souls. Because who has a party? Most of us find out when our children are little. I'm going to say it. We find out when our children are little. You know, we see a neurologist, we see signs. We don't find out when our children are 20 and 30, and then we have reveal parties. Get it together. Don't do that, please. And I got to go look outside because his bus is different today. One.
Autism parents, I've been getting all these messages about these autism reveal parties. Yes, you heard that right. It's kind of a thing now, right? And of course, it's a hot button issue. It's gotten divided. People are talking about it. So, you know, my take on this is I think it's one of the stranger things that I've heard about. An autism reveal party, I'm just not sure that a child's medical diagnosis of disability needs to be at a backyard barbecue with a confetti cannon. I just think it's strange, and I wonder, is it more about the parent going me, rather than what you're actually doing for your kid or what this does for your kid? Like, does a child's neurology have to be a party theme? It's really strange. And I know that this gets down to the, and listen, by the way, like, I don't let your opinion become my reality. By all means, don't let my opinions become your reality. So it's fine. But since people are asking, like, I'm going to talk about it. And I do think it's a me thing with the parents. I think it's also it's something that's getting traction and a little more accepted in the self-diagnosed community. It's like, hey, I've diagnosed myself as autistic. Let's have a party. So, but when you're dealing with the profoundly autistic community, parents who went through the process, and it can be a tough process. It takes a long time. It's challenging. It can be sad. It can be depressing. All of that stuff. Because who wants to see a child suffer? And many of these kids, profoundly autistic kids, many, aren't happy and or healthy all the time. And all a parent wants, good parents, want their kids to be happy and healthy. And it's hard when you're profoundly autistic, right? You can be a danger to yourself, your caregivers, your family, your parents, everybody. So it hits a little weird and a little strange when we're going to take the neurology of somebody and make it a party theme, especially when the neurology of many autistic kids, many kids with autism, is a challenge, and it can be dangerous to them. And to me, it screams of me by the parents, as opposed to really doing anything for the kids. All right, I'll see you in the comments.
And so you see, when people think that autism is this spectacular, amazing thing, and they run with it, and they don't want to hear about, oh, people with autism can't do this and can't do that, is because people like you go ahead and make it seem like some party, like it's the most amazing thing that ever happened in the world, where parents like me are walking around with missing tooth because our autistic child done knock our tooth out, scratches in our face, blue eyes because he done punched us in the eye because he was having a meltdown, or my wrist is still sore or sprained because he felt like he need to bend my fingers all the way back. Or let's not talk about my neck from all the times I was blindly attacked and choked from the back. I had to stop people in the park from calling the cops on us because they thought I was being assaulted by some teenager in the park, and they need to save me by calling the cops. And I had to explain to them, no, he's having a meltdown, he has autism, it's my son, please don't call the cops. You think I want to celebrate that? No, I don't want to celebrate changing diapers at 14. No, I don't want to celebrate having to explain to people what's going on. No, I don't want to celebrate how I'm afraid of dying and leaving him here without anybody to understand him. No, I don't want to celebrate not knowing what's going to happen to him when I'm not here anymore because he can't fend for himself or stand up for himself. No, I do not want to celebrate the fact that people don't see that this is serious. This is not a joke. That's why parents like me come on here to show you the different sides of autism, because everybody thinks autism is what you just showed. Oh, I have autism. I've never heard the words mom. I have never heard the words I have. You can still say them. Your parents can still hear them. If you're going to show it, show all of it. And that's just my opinion. Catch you in the next video. Bye.